Well, controversy ignited inside the Walker County School boardroom today. Hundreds of residents, teachers, and students came out in support of longtime administrator potentially faced with his removal.
News 12's Nick Hill has been in Lafayette, where the developing situation may be complete. Nick, what can you tell us?
Uproar all across Walker County came to fruition here on Friday. Superintendent Damon Raines, who has held his post for 12 years, was on the hot seat when several school board members apparently wanted to get rid of him. However, hundreds came in to voice their disapproval of that proposal, leaving the entire situation in limbo.
But it was a high school child, and she posted it and said, when I was in elementary school, I used to eat lunch by myself. And she said the only time I wouldn't was when this kind man would come up and say, can I sit with you, young lady? And that was Mr. Raines.
The support from the moment we arrived at the Walker County Board of Education was palpable, as numerous prayers were said by the hundreds that attended both in and outside the building.
He shows up. He shows up for our kids. He shows up for our staff. He shows up when other people don't, Lord.
The school board discussed the situation in private in the back room during an executive session, out of sight from the public and media, for nearly 2.5 hours. They then came out to announce no decision had been made, leaving the crowd of supporters on edge.
They called this meeting kind of secretly over a fall break, and where most of the people are out of town, so this is not over. They just didn't want to announce anything today.
So I think as a community, we were just like, why is this happening? Why are they having this meeting? And we wanted answers. And so I think that that's why people showed up today, because whether you support Mr. Raines or not, we have a right to know what's going on.
Raines, who has been the superintendent for 12 years, says he just wants to resolve the situation and get back to focusing on students.
I don't think it's about future goals. I just think it's about leadership in general, and so that's part of that personnel component, and we'll try to continue to work through that as we go into the future. I appreciated that level of support. I provide a plan and try to provide some inspiration. They do all the hard work.
He says in his view there is no bad blood between him and the board.
No hostility. We have a great working relationship. We don't agree all the time, but that's normal. But when we walk out of the room, our focus and our main goal is what's best for our kids.
As attention turns to the next meeting, supporters of Raines say they are going to continue to let the board know how much they appreciate their superintendent.
They listened to us today, and I know that this is a temporary victory and it's buying us just a little bit of time until the next board meeting, I would presume.
We will keep fighting. We stand with Raines.
No school board member was willing to comment on this situation. However, there is another school board meeting on Monday night at 6 p.m. at Lafayette High School. Many of the folks we talked to today said they plan to be there as well. In Lafayette, Nick Hill, News 12.